So toe break or toe crunch. Tucking your toes under, sitting back on your heels. Trying to keep the ankles straight. So tendency would be to roll the heels out. Ankles are a little more flexible or hyper flexible in that direction. So keeping almost like you're squeezing a block between ankles. But super easy. You can try to glue the big toes heels together. If this does not distract from your breathing. So no need to break anything as you connect to breath. Right away, turn on the Ujjayi sound. If while connecting to Ujjayi, it's helpful to take the first few exhales with a sigh out your mouth. Connect to that gentle contraction of the throat muscles while keeping the whole breathing apparatus, palate to throat, free to the flow of your breath. A few rounds with Kumbhaka. Next inhale, fill up. And hold the breath. Engage Mula Bandha if you know it. And release the bandha and breathe out your nose. Nice and slow as long as you're at inhale. Pause for a moment, maybe engage your bandhas, then release them to breathe in. 2 more rounds like that. Holding the breath in for about as long as your inhale. Exhaling for as slow as your inhale. Holding the breath out between the exhale and inhale, that's optional. That's a little more advanced. Toe breaks. If you're still on your toes, come onto your hands so you can free your feet. Take a moment to feel the blood rush back through your feet. And then if it's all right for you to sit on your feet again, this time with the ankles or the fronts of the feet, tops of the feet flat on the floor. You might need to put a towel underneath your ankles if they don't actually flatten out and you feel the outer ankles rolling out to the side, again, in that hypermobile position. Keep the inner ankles in. Separate the feet if you need to. Get off the feet if you need to. 3 more rounds of Kumbhaka. Full breath in, holding after the inhale, and then exhaling. Just as long as is comfortable on all parts of the breath. Then resume your continuous breath in and out. Come to sitting. Either a cross-legged seat or knee pile right on top of left for shoulder shrugs. Again, your seat is your seat, whatever feels grounded. So your spine is tall, your upper spine body is free to move. So if knee pile's not right now, or even cross-legged seat doesn't feel right, then raise your seat, sit up on some pillows, some blankets, or even sit in a chair. Get a full breath into the upper spine, upper back between your shoulder blades. And hold this breath in. Hike your shoulders up to your ears. Draw the tops of the shoulders up and back towards each other. Exhale, keep squeezing the tops of the shoulders together. Massage them down your neck into your upper back. Relax arms, shoulders. Fill the space between the shoulders with breath. Shoulders stay down. Exhale, squeeze the middle angles of the shoulder blades straight in towards each other, like they're trying to touch the spine without gritting your teeth. Inhale, broaden the shoulder blades apart again. Exhale, bottom tips of the wings come in towards each other and down towards your tail. This round the arms can help. Bend your elbows, palms forward or up as you squeeze elbows towards tail. Tendency is to pop the chest out to do that. Keep the chest soft. Dig the scapula, the shoulder bones into those muscles of your upper back. Relax your arms. Twist, left hand, right knee. Any arm variation is actually fine, not using the arms too much, just supporting the lengthening of your spine. And allowing those twisting muscles that you feel around the waist, around the mid and low spine to be fairly soft even as they're working you into the twist. Inhale, release the twist and bow over your legs. As always, these first bows may be releasing the neck. If the whole spine comes forward in a fold, plug your tailbone down, root down. Scoop your lowest abdominals up off your pubic bone. As you fold forward, you're lengthening the spine. If anyone I don't see happens to be in a chair, you can do this in a figure 4 shape, crossing an ankle over a knee. Reach back through your tail, squeeze sitting bones to tail, pull your belly in, press your feet down. Use everything in the low body to help roll your spine back up. Head follows. Change the cross of your legs. Another set of shoulder shrugs. Relax arms, relax shoulders, relax tongue. Huge breath into the upper back lungs. Hold this first one in. Squeeze the shoulders up to try to touch ears. Squeeze the tops of the shoulders back towards each other and exhale. Keep squeezing. Drag them down. Arms will stay down for the rest of the time. Arms will stay relaxed if possible as you breathe the shoulders out. And exhale, squeeze the shoulders straight in towards each other, using your back muscles instead of your arms. One more. Inhale, fill the upper back. Flush those working back muscles with your breath. Exhale, bottom tips of the shoulder blades come in. This is the one where the elbows can draw in. The arms can help. Though some of you have been practicing this, you can try to do this without your arms and just use the bottom rhomboids, lower rhomboids. Lengthen your spine up in between. Release. Right hand, left knee twist. So with all twists, especially with these early twists, we move into areas of tension. not to fight through them, but to send your breath to them and give them space to unwind. When we untwist, they ring out. So go in with softness, you'll find them. There's nowhere to get to but here. One more inhale to lengthen your spine from your rooted pelvis. Exhale, release the twist. Bow forward. And again, the further forward you come, the more you need to turn on your roots. Spread your toes. If you're in knee pile, you can squeeze the thighs as you squeeze hip bones. And as we forward folded, maybe take these last couple of breaths, just ease the shoulders back and down away from your head and neck. Creating more and more freedom for your lengthening spine. Plug the tailbone down, pull your low belly in, and let that pull the rest of the spine up sequentially. Come on down to your back. For elbow to knee. Elbow to knee with variations. We'll start with variation, feet on the floor. And some of you, if you're working with any low back issues, you'll keep your feet on the floor. No need to make this fancy at all. Clasp your hands behind your head and neck. Let the thumbs support your neck. Point elbows to sky so you're cradling the head as you lift it off earth. Head relaxed back into your hands. Direct your inhale breath down into your low back. Flatten it into the mat. Lift and spread your toes. Active feet. Press the balls of the feet down. Exhale. Point both elbows to your right thigh. Pick the right foot up. Pull belly down. Knees reaching straight up to the sky, lined up over your pelvis. Inhale, center, feet down. Keep the head and shoulders up the rest of the series. Press your low back into the mat. Exhale, twist to the left. Pick the left foot up. Draw navel to spine. Inhale, center. Imprint low back into mat. Exhale, twist right. Right knee over hip. Press on the gas with the right foot. Lots of energy in the toe and foot bones. Inhale, center. Reach triceps to ceiling. Relax your jaw back into your mouth. Exhale, twist left. Press on the gas with the left foot. Draw navel down. Now maybe keep going just like that. Or start with both feet off the floor like you're in a chair. Knees will stay right over hips. Exhale, elbows to right thigh. Send left leg out. Unless you're choosing to keep feet on floor. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to left thigh, left knee right over hip, right leg out if your feet are up. Curl pubic bone and navel, draw navel to spine. I'll keep talking to you guys who are working with feet off floor. Inhale, center into your chair. Press your low back down. Exhale, twist to the right, send left leg to the ceiling. Pull belly down, like you're trying to touch the floor with your belly button. Inhale, center, lift shoulders. Exhale, twist left, right leg up. You can draw it in. Inhale, center, press the low back down. Exhale, twist right, left leg out, close to the floor if that feels okay to your low back. And you can keep the low back pressed, the sides of the waist down. Inhale, center, bend your knees. Exhale, right leg out. Skim the floor if you can. Raise it much higher if you're feeling this in your back at all. Again, like that. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist right, skim the floor. Inhale, center, lift shoulders. Exhale, twist left. Head is relaxed in the hands. Please don't pull on it. Last one. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist right, left leg out. option to touch right foot to left shin, shin back into foot. Squeeze sitting bones towards your tail. Curl tail towards the left heel. Pull your belly in. Inhale, center. Bend both knees. Triceps to sky. Head into the hands. Exhale. Twist left. Send right leg foot out. Touch foot to leg to foot. Contract sitting bones to tail. Curl the tail. Pull your belly down. Inhale, center. Head down. Feet down. Right into Uddiyana. Press your palms into your thighs. Take a huge breath in. Fill your belly. Flare your ribs. Lift your chest. And then empty all the breath out your mouth strongly. Hold it out. Hold breath out. Tuck chin down. Pull navel to spine. And then fly your abdominal muscles up into your flared rib cage. As if you're massaging your organs up your low spine. Hold the breath out no longer than 8 seconds. When it's time to breathe, relax your belly and repeat Uddiyana Kriya 2 more times. Huge breath in. Complete exhale. And while you're holding your breath out, draw the abdominals up into the vacuum of the lung space. Keep the chin in so you don't feel like you're going to choke. If the breath work bothers you, or if you have lunch in your belly, just do back traction. Press your palms into your thighs and breathe normally. All right, if you have a yoga block, find it for bridge or a rolled up towel. We're holding this between thighs. If you do not have a yoga block or yoga toys, you don't need it to do this pose. So something between your thighs that keeps your legs hips width apart. And for most of us, especially if you're working with any low back instability, SI joint issues, err on the narrow side. Knees, hips width, maybe even a little narrower. Now, if you have knee issues, you're going to want the knees wider than the hips. And you'll notice we'll come up real slow so you can feel if there's a lot of pressure in the knees and you can't get the pressure by modifying the pose, sending hips to sky, breath to heart, then take the prop away. All right. Breathe down into low back, flatten it into mat. Exhale, ground your feet to curl the pelvis up to the ceiling. Feel for sending it straight up, like you're trying to send your block forward or your prop forward, not putting the pressure towards face and neck. I recommend arms staying relaxed. Some of you like to shrug the shoulders to give your low back a little help. That's cool, but stay connected. Make your legs do the work. 5 breaths here. Holding the block, just enough effort to not drop your block or prop. You don't necessarily have to squeeze. That could be tweaky for knees. Though if you're holding a rolled up blanket or towel, gently squeezing it might feel like a sweet adductor massage. Just be mindful of what you feel in knees. Pull your belly in. 2 more breaths up into chest. Lengthen sacrum towards knees. Exhale, drive your heels down, send blocks straight up to ceiling. And then slowly roll your spine down. Even slower than you came up. If Supta Baddha Konasana is an appropriate resting position for your body, resting butterfly, knees open, feet together. You can either put your hands on your belly as you get breath into low back, or you can reach the arms up overhead if that feels like an effective traction for your low back. If this feels like it pulls on the low back, then put your knees together instead. Feet apart. Let the low back go slack into the earth. All right, draw your knees into your chest. Let's come to all fours for mega plank. We'll do the variation with the block if you have a block. Again, block not required to do this pose. Everyone will come onto your elbows, wrap your hands around your triceps, so halfway between the elbow and the shoulder. We'll bring your elbows right under the shoulder. And for most of this, I'll keep our shoulder joints healthy, even bring them a little narrower. It's not fun, but it's safe. If you have shoulder injury, reconstruction shoulder, you listen to what your shoulder says. Give it space to breathe. Palms down on either side of the block, thumbs reaching for each other. So your fingers are making L's on the bottom corners of the block. If that hurts your shoulders, get rid of the block, clasp your hands instead. Press the earth away with your forearms, flatten the wrists down, lift out of your shoulders, gaze down. You can hang head here if that's effective for relaxing your neck. Any expression of plank. This might feel planky enough. Pull your ribs in. Or you can walk your feet back into one straight line, head through hips, through heels, or walk your feet back, then set your knees down. Reach your tail towards your heels. Breathe the back ribs up off your low back. Exhale, scoop the front ribs up into your waist. If you've got the block between hands, you can press into it gently and press it down into the earth. Inhale, lift out of shoulders. Exhale, roll the head of the shoulder back, widen through the collarbones. 4 more breaths. You can set your knees down if this is a lot on shoulders. It really doesn't make the pose any easier, but it might make it safer. Curl pubic bone and navel to spine. If your knees are off the earth, feet together, I find stabilizing, reaching your ankles back. All right, everyone set your knees down. Take your block. Hold it between your palms behind you, bend your elbows. If you don't have a block, see if you can touch your thumbs together behind you. Roll the head of the shoulder back, widening collarbone. Soften the chest down, keep the front ribs in the body. Breathe the back ribs out. And then if there's room to start to straighten your arms, keep tweezing the elbows back. Keep the head of the shoulder open without thrusting chest out. If your arms straighten all the way, then you start to lift the block up behind you. Okay, without dipping head of shoulder. All right, take the block away. Come stand at the front of your mat. Yes. Stand at the front of your mat for classicals. If you have a block, put it the long way at the back of your mat. We'll do low cobras with our ankles holding the block. You might want the block the wide way. We'll go slow the first round. Hands at heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Step the left leg back into lunge. Knee lowers down onto mat. Start with your right knee over your right heel. Hands on thigh or arms to sky. Couple breaths this first round. If your hips open and your knee bends forward, that's fine as long as you don't feel pressure in the knee. Lift and spread the toes. If you do feel it at the knee, take a wider lunge. Move the left leg back. Breathe the exhale, hands down. Find your way onto your belly. Hold your block between your ankles. Come into a Sphinx pose. On your elbows, hands in front of shoulders. Spread your fingers wide. Put a lot of weight in the hands, not so much the elbows. Squeeze the block with the front of your inner ankles so the thighs roll in towards each other, and then press block into earth. Inhale, pull on the mat to pull your chest forward, scoop your belly button up, roll your shoulders back. Exhale, lower down. Press back into downward facing dog. If you're not down dogging today, find an easy way to transition up to your knees. And we'll come into lunge, left foot forward, right knee down. First round, if you're feeling this in low back at all, hands are on thigh. Scoop your belly up. Exhale, hands down, step the right foot forward, fold into your legs. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale to your heart. Other direction. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Step the right leg back into lunge, knee down. Just one breath in lunge this round. Inhale. Exhale, hands down. Find your way onto your belly, holding block between your ankles. Again, come into a Sphinx pose. Turn the fronts of the feet in towards the block a little bit. As you squeeze it, press it into earth, flare your 10 toes out. Inhale, pull the mat towards you to pull heart forward. Ground pubic bone. Exhale, lower down. Find your way back to down dog or ease into a tabletop. Pull your belly in so your abs do a lot of the work, more than the shoulders. Lunge, right foot forward. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Step left foot forward. Inhale, rise. Exhale, Samasthiti. All right, that was one round. We'll do 3 more rounds like that with a little more flow. If you need to stop moving, pause, rest, take cats and cows, keep breathing. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Left leg back, lunge. Inhale, lift heart, maybe arms. Exhale, hands down. Find your way back onto your belly. Catch block between ankles. Again, change the block wider if you feel pinch in low back. Cobra or low cobra. Inhale, pull your chest forward, hug block, and send it into earth. Exhale, lower down. Find your way back to downward dog or tabletop. Left foot forward. Back knee down, lunge. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, hands down, step forward, fold into your legs. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale to your heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Right leg back, lunge. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, find your way onto your belly. Hug the block with your ankles. Turn the ankles in a little bit. Inhale, press the block down as you pull chest through. Exhale, ease your way back to downward dog. Right foot forward, lunge. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Step the left forward, fold into your legs. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, hands to heart. Again, inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Left leg back. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, lower down to the ground. Inhale, cobra or low cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot forward. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, step forward, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale to your heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Right leg back. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Right foot forward. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, step forward, fold over legs. Inhale, rise. Exhale to your heart. One more round. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Left leg back. Inhale, lunge. Exhale to your belly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot forward. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, step forward, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale to your heart. One more side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Right leg back. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra. Almost imagine rolling your heels away as you hold block with ankles. Exhale, downward dog. Right foot forward. Inhale. Exhale, step forward, fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale to your heart. Chair flow variation. Inhale, sit back in chair. Low chair. Exhale, lower chest towards thighs. Keep rocking your weight back. Knees try to shift back over heels. Nice, Linda. Take a breath. Little twist. Exhale, wing your right arm back. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, left arm back. Draw navel to spine. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, fold. Back into low chair. Inhale, sit back. Sweep your arms back like a skier. Exhale. Inhale, lift your heart, Utkatasana. Maybe the arms reach up. Exhale, Samastitihi. Return to standing. Once again, like that. Inhale, Utkatasana. Low chair. Exhale, chest to thighs. Take a breath. Exhale, right arm back. Inhale, reach forward. Shift your weight back. Exhale, left arm back. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, fold. Let's add a half lift. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Back into low chair. Inhale, sit back. Hover chest to thighs, pull belly up. Exhale, sweep arms back like a skier. Inhale, Utkatasana. Arms lift heart. Exhale, Stamastitihi, return to standing. This time, inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Your choice, exhale, chaturanga or forward fold. Inhale, cobra or half lift. Exhale, fold or downward dog. Twisting warrior variation. Runner's lunge, right foot steps forward or left foot steps back from forward fold. Land on the back toes. If you prefer to set the back knee down, that's fine. Left hand over to the edge of your mat. You can put a block there. Right hand to thigh or to sky. Twist towards your right thigh. As you twist, keep the left thigh lifting. Though if you feel tweakiness in low back, it's okay to let the left thigh drop a little bit. Nice long spines, you guys. That's great. Prasarita Padtanasana. Exhale, right hand down to left. Walk your hands to the left to transition to your standing forward fold, facing side of mat. Feet about 3 feet apart. Toes in, heels out. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Any arm variation is fine. Classical arms for Prasarita Padtanasana A is hands shoulder width apart, elbows squeeze in shoulder width, like you're holding a block. And maybe hands walk in between the feet, fingers and toes point the same direction, crown of head towards earth. You push into the ground a bit to help ease shoulders away from head, neck, if that feels okay on hamstrings. With all hamstring stretches, if they're very tight or injured, then tuck your tail, soften knees. If they're injured, bend knees a lot. All right, everyone, inhale, half lift, hands to your waist, elbows to the sky. Here, you might also bend your knees, tuck your tail to protect back as you inhale up to standing. Warrior 2, turn the right toes out, bend the right knee. Reverse warrior with back traction. Left hand raises over your straight left leg, and almost like someone's, actually, let's do this one. Bring your right hand to your left rib, self-assist. As if someone's holding your left wrist and lifts it up and out. You can pick your own rib cage up and off your hip. And then exhale, ease the left hand down onto leg. Right arm crosses ear. Back traction, left hand on hip. That meaty part of the hip between hip and thigh. Massage it in and down. If right arm crossing ear hurts shoulder, you can also choose neck release or any other arm position. Reach up to sky. Good. Runner's lunge. Hands come to frame the right foot. Come onto back toes. Twisting lunge. Lower the back knee down. Knee might come forward a bit, so it's almost under pelvis. Lengthen your spine up. Maybe reach the left arm up or forward to lengthen spine. Exhale, left elbow, right thigh. Pyramid. Hands come down to frame the right foot. Step the left foot, or come onto the left foot. Maybe it's 2 or 3 feet behind the right foot with your toes angled out 45 degrees. Hips still squared off to the right for your one-legged hamstring stretch. Deep lunge hip opener. Bend the right knee. Slide the left leg back and then lower your knee down. Bring your right hand to the inside of right foot. So both hands are inside the foot. Allow your hips to sink. You can lower your elbows down onto the ground or onto blocks to take the weight off your arms. Or if you're not coming low, maybe you lock your elbows out so you can allow the hips to sink without fatiguing your arms, shoulders. Ekapada Adho Mukha Vrikshasana. Come back up to your hands if you lower down. Bring your right foot back between your hands and shift your weight onto the right foot. Bow your head down, raise left leg in the air. One-legged upside down tree is the Sanskrit. Or one-legged handstand. A lot of Westerners will call this vertical splits. Your choice of transition, you can either ease back into a vinyasa or down dog, or set the left foot down and fold into your legs. Forward folds, inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Runner's lunge, left foot forward. Step the right leg back if you're standing. Twisting warrior variation, right hand to edge of mat. Feel free to raise it onto a block and twist to your left. It looks like you guys are feeling this, but not a lot of weight on that right hand as you press down with your feet. Feel as if you could lift up out of right armpit, almost as if you could hover the hand. And just like our opening twist, the hand is there to help you into the twist without creating any more tension than necessary. Wide angled forward fold, lower your left hand down to the right, walk your hands to the right as you turn left toes in for the fancy transition. It doesn't have to be fancy. You can stand up and meet us here. Turn to the side of your mat and fold. Option to take a yoga toe lock this time, or put hands on sides of legs. Inhale, lift your chest, maybe open throat. Exhale, fold in, relax neck, or tuck chin to throat. If hamstrings are healthy and you're comfortable being untucked, still engage your Mula Bandha, but shift your weight towards your toes so your sit bones keep getting higher and higher. Yes, heading towards that somersault sensation without actually somersaulting. All right, release your toes. Inhale to a flat back, hands to your waist, elbows to the sky. Again, feel free to bend your knees. Inhale, rise. Warrior two, turn the left toes out. Let's do our self-assist into reverse warrior. Reach your right arm back over the straight leg. Bring your left hand to your right ribs. And you can imagine someone's lifting your right wrist, helping you move back. You lift your right ribs off your hip. And then lower the right hand down. Left arm crosses ear if that's the right position for you. Again, neck release is fine. Right hand to hip, massaging your hip in and down. Feel for dropping all 4 points of the pelvis straight down. The tail, the pubic bone, and the 2 sit bones. Plugged straight towards earth. Runner's lunge. Hands come to frame the left foot, spin onto the back toes. Take a moment to reconnect to center, squaring hips. Contract sitting bones towards tail. Twisting lunge. Lower your right knee down. Inhale, right arm to sky or reach it forward. And then keep that length you've created as you hook across your left thigh. pyramid, Parsvottanasana. Hands frame the front foot. Step onto the right foot for your Parsvottanasana, I think is Western styled forward fold. Hamstring stretching. Deep lunge hip opener. Bend the left knee. Slide the right leg back into a knee down lunge and bring both hands to the inside of left foot. You can move left foot over to the side if your hips want a little more space. Again, you have time to set your elbows on something if that's right for your body. Sometimes even just rolling over onto the right elbow will give your hands a break. Your upside down tree. Come back onto your hands, left foot between your hands. Turn upside down as you raise the right leg up. And then root down through the left leg. Probably the most important piece here, to press the left foot down to lift out of your left hip. Forward fold. Soften the left knee so you can set right foot down next to it. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Twisting chair. Sit back into your chair, Utkatasana, low chair, chest towards thighs. You might look just like we did earlier, swinging the right arm back or left elbow to right thigh. Or if that feels like a lot of pull on low back, maybe separate feet and put left elbow on left thigh. Inhale, widen collarbones. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Low chair. Inhale, sit back in chair. Exhale, twist to your left. Right elbow, left thigh. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Option is step back into a vinyasa or do a forward fold and take another half lift on your own breath. We'll meet in knee down lunge, right foot forward. Step the back knee back, or left knee back. Back knee down. Runner's lunge, straighten the back leg. Listen, twisted root squat. Step the left foot to the outside of the right, crossing left thigh behind right. And maybe sit down on left heel. If that pose does not work for you, come back into a knee down lunge, any arm variation. Twisted root squats. Option a twist. Bring your left hand over your right thigh so you're bowing towards the floor outside your right hip. Optional to keep shifting your weight towards your hands so both hands are on the floor and your right thigh is against your elbows. Right hip on right elbow, thigh on left elbow. From there, yes, it can turn into an arm balance. You can look forward so your cheeks towards the ground and keep shifting weight onto hands. And when you're satisfied, as we playing, either unwind yourself back to downward dog or unwind back into a forward fold. Left foot forward lunge. Come onto your fingertips. Breathe your heart forward as you drop your hips down. Runner's lunge, straighten your back leg. Twisted root squat or return to knee down lunge. Step your right foot behind your left so you're crossing right thigh behind left. Then maybe bringing both hands to the left. So you're leaning over to the left. If you're working on arm bells, keep squeezing the tops of your inner thighs together as you shift your weight onto hands. Look forward so your cheeks towards the floor. Partly because that's the mudra, the energy of the pose, partly because it gets your nose safe out of the way from landing on it. And when you are satisfied, either find your way back into downward dog or return to forward fold. Or any other squat if you prefer. We're heading down to our seats. All right, let's meet in a sitting position. Dandasana. Legs straight, feet flex, hands pressed into the ground by your hips to sit up tall. Ease your shoulders back. Scoop your low belly up. Tuck your chin down to the notch between your collarbones. Lengthen up through back of neck. Strong breathing. Soft gaze towards big toes. Relax all that pressure. Lift your chin. Paschimottanasana variations. Let's start with the knees bent, the feet on the floor. Maybe the knees, feet are together. They don't have to be. Hold on behind your knees. Inhale, lift your chest as much as you can, like you're trying to lift up and over your knees, and hug yourself into your thighs. If you flatten your body against your thighs, then maybe start to walk your feet forward towards a fold. Inhale, lift the chest up, lengthen a bit more. Either stay as you are and exhale, fold back in, or free your hands, reach for your ankles or your toes and fold. And one more time, inhale, lift and lengthen, heart towards toes. Either come back in as you are, or if you're holding big toes, hold on to the sides of the feet and pull them back as you fold in. Glance your eyes towards your toes. Tuck your tail, pull your belly in, and roll yourself up to your seat, or maybe simply just roll yourself onto your back. If as you tuck your tail and you roll down, you settle into something that feels like a good place to let go, go ahead, settle in. If your body's asking for any final inversions or twists or even free-form movements to help you settle in, take the time to continue to wind down. And maybe you continue to rest. Take your time and space. If you're ready to come back, start by deepening your breath. If a full body stretch sounds yummy, reach the arms up overhead. Yawn and open your mouth, jaw real wide, stretch it out. And either roll off to one side to ease your way up to sitting, or find a way that's easy for your body. Palms together, thumbs against the sternum, lift your heart. Bow your head toward your heart. And we bow to each other. Namaste. Thank you very much. Very good to see you.